I can tell if my eyes are severely out of focus or it's the camera. Only editor Vicky will know. Hey there, creepy peeps. My name is Nightmare Maven. Welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about the new Taiwanese horror film that just hit Netflix, Incantation. So Incantation is a found footage horror film that follows Li Ronan, who is cursed after breaking a religious taboo. Now she must protect her daughter from the consequences of her actions. So right off the bat, it has to be said that Incantation doesn't really do anything new for the found footage genre. I don't even think it's accurate to call it a subgenre anymore. It's so vast. It is one of those kind of, I don't know what we want to call it, like compiled found footage movies where it's like clear somebody took clips from a whole bunch of different sources to make the story. I feel like it keeps it interesting and it allows the story to bounce to like different locations and different perspectives because they're like using police camera footage or security footage from a building or something like that. And it feels very like investigative, like you have like a journalist or something who's compiling this story. I will say this one is a little bit unique in that it jumps time. So there are a lot of flashbacks, i.e. footage from 6 years ago in the timeline of the movie. So we're like slowly getting the story of what Ronan and her friends did that was so taboo to bring this curse upon them, while being in the present day and seeing the effects of that curse on Ronan's daughter Dodo. I feel like the movie was also easy to understand. Like we didn't really need like title cards or anything like that that let us know that we were seeing stuff from the past. I feel like it was just made pretty clear. Like I feel like the movie was well thought out in that aspect. And there is a reason why our main character Ronan keeps filming that I won't say due to spoilers, just in case anybody hasn't seen it yet and you're watching this to kind of decide whether you want to watch it. Most found footage horror movies have that moment where like any one of us would just stop filming and run, which is kind of a reality check in a lot of found footage horror movies. But this one, it was a pretty clever, kind of understated reason why she would keep filming, where I'm like, ah, you know what? That checks out, that tracks. In terms of the story, I quite enjoyed it. I love a kind of like folklore-esque, culty, religious kind of touch to it. I feel like that is always scarier with found footage. I don't know why that is such a trend with found footage, whether that's from like a Blair Witch, Paranormal Activity influence. I thought the reason for the curse, this god that this very small group of people worship, was totally scary. I love the idea behind it. I don't think it's a spoiler to say because they say it literally right in the beginning of the movie. The more you know, the worse the curse is. And that it kind of brings in an audience participation aspect to the movie. There's a couple of times where the main character Ronan is asking you to participate, like, and she's talking directly to us and asking you to say certain words and things like that, or just think them in your head, which like how can you not, even if you can't say the words along with her? Like I'm thinking them as it's happening. Includes us as viewer in the story, which is a very interesting touch, especially at the end, again, which I won't get into due to spoilers. There's quite a clever twist at the end in terms of that audience participation, which I find really fun. It kind of has like a chain mail, chain email, you know, like forward this to 7 people or you're gonna die sort of vibe to it. But it kind of reminded me of viral like urban legends like Slender Man that have just built and grown due to people participating, people finding out about it online and then adding their own spin to things. That's what this movie kind of feels like. And overall, I think the movie handles it really well. I thought the movie was quite well done. There was a lot of parts that really got me. It was very understated in the scary moments. When it comes to like found footage movies like this, I feel like less is more, and this movie seems to get that. So it's definitely one of those found footage movies where your imagination is gonna run wild, which makes it scarier. There was a lot of moments. Admittedly, I was watching through my fingers. So overall, I had an enjoyable time. I feel like the past like week, I've just had a bunch of blah movies, which led to me not uploading any videos because I had movie reviews planned, but I didn't feel very strongly one way or the other about any of them. And I was kind of just like, ugh, everything is just kind of okay. This one wasn't perfect, but it ended up being a nice movie to like get me out of a little bit of a rut there. Like the complete opposite from Dashcam, which we all just saw recently with a lot of running around and waving the camera around. There's almost none of that in this movie. So if you like those found footage horror movies that let your brain do a lot of the scaring for you, I think you'll really like this one. I don't know if it's worth giving a rating anymore. We had a whole discussion during the Creepy Book Club live about ratings, like, and how they're all, I know like we all use like a 5 or 10 star rating system, but it's all subjective. You know, like 1 star to me might mean something completely different to somebody else. And ever since that, every time I have to go rate something now, I'm like, what does it even matter if I give it a numerical rating? My brain doesn't work that way anyway. I'm gonna have to rate it to put it in Letterboxd, but I'm gonna try something different and not give a rating. I just enjoyed it. Was it perfect? No, but I had a good time watching it and it did creep me out. Let me know how that goes, not giving it a rating. You can check on my Letterboxd to see what numerical value I assign to that feeling. If you've seen Incantation, please let me know in the comment section what you thought about it. If you enjoyed this video, if you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new here, become a Creepy Peep today, and I will see you Friday with a new video. Until then, stay strange. Bye.